Hey girlies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jennifer and this is a ready to wear fair destination for all things fashion, especially luxury and designer fashion, but of course I also shop high street fashion, affordable fashion, fast fashion, contemporary fashion, mid-range, you name it. So if fashion is your vibe, please don't forget to subscribe. I also talk about travel, lifestyle, beauty, and just anything I feel like sharing with you girlies. So let's get right into it. This video is going to be a really cool eclectic one. As usual, it's going to be a mix of high and low pieces. I love to combine price ranges from, top tier to, affordable low end. So let's get into it. So this first look here is an absolute stunner look. This look was something I was very excited and looking forward to style and wear for you girlies. And it's kind of featuring very new in pieces. Like as of 2-3 days ago of me recording this video, I got this dress, this is not a Dries Van Noten dress. This is a Marni dress, as well as the beautiful shoes here, Prenza Schuler shoes from Century 21. I was recently downtown for lunch and was literally across the street from Century 21 and I haven't been there in ages, and I was like, let me stop by and check out what they had. They have a limited sample sale is what they called it, and there were some pretty good finds, hence these two pieces I just called out. And so let's just get into the details. This gorgeous dress, the showstopper, is by Marni. And it's actually part of a Marni and Erykah Badu collaboration that took place in 2023, I think around the fall. I had no idea this happened. No one I knew was talking about it. All the fashion girlies I follow, even the ones that do a lot of like collaboration, news forecasting, what's new and like exciting in fashion collections to look forward to. None of them are reporting this collaboration. Marni is kind of a if you know, you know brand, so I'm not surprised. It's kind of slept on I don't know why. I personally need to get into Marni more. I own like 1 or 2 pieces here and there that I honestly don't wear often. So this just reminded me of how amazing this brand is and how eclectic and maximalist for sure the brand is. Definitely maximalist, definitely burst of colors, bold prints, vibrant, like all the things, especially for the summertime. Marni is your brand to go to. Except this is again from the fall collection. So the dress has beautiful multiple colors and multiple textures. I am a girl of texture. I love different fabrics and I love combining and mixing and matching different textures in one look. And this is kind of like a one-stop shop in that it's got all that kind of in one beautiful dress. We have some satin, we have some velvet, and I think like a viscose kind of blend. And it's just absolutely gorgeous. It has, wherever the different colors of fabric come together, they're kind of sewn together in a kind of somewhat raw edge, raw hemline, giving it an edgy look. Edgy kind of undone Margiela kind of vibe, and I'm obsessed, obsessed, obsessed. It is the perfect midi length. Long enough to show my ankles and show off these gorgeous mules, again from Prenza Schuler. This dress is in a size Italian 40, which is a US 4 women's, and it fits me like a glove. Love it. We've got black, we've got the black's in like a satin silk fabric, the green is in a velvet fabric, the yellow is in another satin silk type fabric. There's also navy blue paneling here, navy blue and velvet here on the right sleeve, and kind of like the right boob cup here. And I'm obsessed. I love the deep scoop line, and it's front and back. Just move my hair so you guys can see the detailing in the back neckline. And I just love how it fits me. It's super like, shows off the curves. That who would have thunk? And I love the asymmetrical kind of split skirt detail here. Look at that. It's like a full skirt. I'm gonna spin around for you girlies so you can kind of see it in effect. So it's like a beautiful full skirt, and it's just absolutely adorable. Love, love this dress. It fits like a glove. And so for the mules, they are size EU 41, which is a US women's 10 sizing. And then for a bag, I went with this Jacquemus bag. It's new in. I don't think I've styled it here before. If I have, probably only once. And it's this gorgeous, I forgot what it's called, but I'll put the name up of the bag. It's like their new trendy bag. I love this bag. I love how it's neutral. It also has texture. It's like faux croc embossed in leather. and it's very crackled and textured and absolutely gorgeous. It has that Dr. Bag clasp, but in true Jacquemus style. It has like the cube and the spear as a closure, and it's absolutely adorable. I also love they have both gold and silver tone hardware on either side of the clasp. And again, the spear is in gold hardware, and the spear is in silver hardware, the cube is in gold hardware, and it's such a really cool detail that is very unique and very much Jacquemus, so I love that. And then finally for jewelry, I had this gorgeous Paula Mendoza necklace, new in. This is a discontinued style, but I feel like I've developed a really cool kind of like messaging relationship with the Paula Mendoza team, and they've been able to kind of create some old sold out pieces for purchase, of course. And so I love that they still are able to kind of make pieces that they no longer produce for me. And I feel like it went very well with this whole look. It's very like artsy. I feel like I would wear this to an art gallery. I would wear this to a cocktail event. I would wear this to a fashion event, fashion week. I would wear this to a wedding. I would wear this to the museum. I would wear this on a date. Yes, definitely date appropriate, because it's like, I love how it's like covered, completely covered, but it's also very sexy and form-fitting, and it just kind of hits you in all the right places. So that's kind of why this dress might not be appropriate maybe for more conservative settings. But yeah, that's everything. Those are all the details, I think, right? Yeah. Let me know what you think. Absolutely love this. I got this pretty much 88% off from Century 21. The shoes, I think, was around that price as well. So love when Century 21 has a sale. Don't forget to check them out. In person, I don't think they have an online presence anymore. But if you're ever downtown in New York, definitely check out Century 21. Okay, that's the first look. Let me know what you think. Next dress here is the same exact dress I just wore, except in a different color scheme. This is in a yellow color scheme, and if the girlies have been following the trends, the color trends, the color of the season is butter yellow, and I love how this dress has multiple shades of like the color yellow, especially focusing on butter yellow. So we have like 3 shades of yellow. We have this like true butter yellow and a more satin finish, and then this mustardy chartreuse yellow and a velvet finish, and a really pale butter yellow and a silk finish, I would say, like a crepe de chine silk finish. And absolutely love this look. There's also like hints of orange here towards the skirt part, and then white paneling on this side here. And again, love this dress. This is also an Italian 40, which is a US 4 in women's sizing. Love it. I got this from Yuks.com. So the previous dress I wore, the black version, is from Century 21. This is from Yuks.com. I actually first saw this on Yuks.com, and the prices were crazy, so I just kept them in my favorites and have been tracking them. But actually, it's crazy. After seeing and purchasing the black version, they marked down this yellow version, as well as the black, but the yellow version was even further marked down. So I bought this for around the same price as what I purchased the black one from Century 21 for. And then same pretty much accessories, except I switched the bag for the Tiffany Fendi collaboration bag. I really love how the Tiffany turquoise blue pops and contrasts against this butter yellow dress. And voila. Let me know which dress you prefer, this yellow one or the black one that I wore just prior. Okay, so this next look here is a gorgeous nudie blush tone sepia color scheme, and I'm obsessed. I think this is also another color that goes very well with my skin tone, and it's super edgy. And if you remember, I don't know, if you've watched my channel or watched videos on my channel for the past year or two, if you've been following me for about 2 years or so, you probably would have seen this blazer before, and it's definitely one of my favorites. It's, can you believe it? It's H&M, but it's H&M and Mugler, their collaboration that took place in 2023, 2 years ago. So, and I absolutely love it. It's like a remake or like reissue of a vintage blazer that was originally done by Thierry Mugler, probably back in the 80s or 90s when he was still like very much like an active creative director, RIP to the late Thierry Mugler. And by the way, I'm excited to see what the new creative director has in store for Mugler. I'll put his name up. I can't remember the name of the successor for Casey Caldwalder. I'm probably butchering his name. The creative director that ran Mugler for like 7 years, and I feel like really commercialized the brand. Also, the H&M and Mugler collaboration took place under Casey's reign or tenure. And I think he's done a good job of really like elevating the brand and bringing it kind of like to the forefront. So let's see what this new creative director has in store. But anyway, back to this look. Love this look. I think it looks so sleek, so elegant. Perfect for like date night, perfect for girls' night out, perfect for anything like elegant, sophisticated, cocktail party, I would say. I would say it's also good for date night with the bae, maybe a special night, birthday dinner look. I just love how elegant this look is, but still extremely sexy. Let's start with the jacket. So the jacket is, like I said, H&M Mugler. I have it kind of like buttoned, just one button. I buttoned it using just one button and left the rest open, so you can kind of really see the bralette details underneath. And it's in a, I want to say, I'll take it off and I'll tell you guys. I just took it off, and it's in a medium or EU 42. So that's like a, I want to say US 10 women's, because Mugler is a French brand, and so the sizing is French sizing. I'm typically a 36, 38, so that's a US 4, US 6. So a 40 is an 8 and a 42 is a 10. So definitely went a little bigger on the blazer. It ran pretty small, but I like how it fits. Like, I didn't want it to be snug. It's meant to be a fitted blazer, but I didn't want it to be snug because I didn't want it to fit like, kind of like, I don't know. I didn't want it to fit oversized, but I also didn't want it to fit tight because of the way that the blazer's cut. This part here, kind of buttons, and I'm just gonna get it clipped if I can find without looking, just feel my way around. Okay. So as you see here, I feel like the medium fits well because it gives me room to like maneuver and move around. I also just didn't want this gap to be big. I wanted it to be slim and like a slit, you know, a nice little slit just to show a little bit of what's underneath. I think it's very subtle and also very sexy. Without doing too much. I didn't want it to be this giant gap, you know, showing my entire chest. Like, there's a way that the sizing would have been a lot less demure and elegant and sophisticated if I had gone for a smaller size, if that makes sense. So yeah, a smaller size would have been a tighter fit, which would mean a lot of the gaps would be bigger. And I wanted the gaps to be demure and small and subtle. And so that's why I opted for a 10 or EU 42. But I also just like my blazers oversized because I'm always considering layering and wearing something underneath. And I just wanted extra room for that. So yeah, this is the look, at least this is the blazer. And then underneath, as I showed a little bit earlier, I'm gonna show again. Open this here. Okay. Underneath, I'm wearing a bralette set with a matching maxi skirt. This is by Alex Perry. I got this recently from Moda Operandi during their sale, and it's just such a sexy look. I'll take the jacket off in a moment so you guys can see how it looks without the jacket. This look actually has its matching jacket, its own matching jacket. Unfortunately, it's sold out everywhere. Like, I can't find it anywhere. By the time I found this on Moda Operandi, I couldn't even, the blazer wasn't even available. I didn't even see it on the site. The last place that had it for a little bit was forward, and then I would say like maybe another week or two, and it was on sale, but it wasn't a great sale. But I would say another week or two after I found it on Forward, it was sold out. So if I find a blazer, I would love to get a complete set, because you know I love a cord. However, I think this Mugler blazer is a great substitute. In fact, it's even sexier and edgier, and just elevates the look. And I like how it's monochromatic too. Like, it's not the exact same shade of like nude or blush pink, but it's the same family, so it gives it a very monochromatic look, and I'm obsessed with it. All right, let me show you the look without the blazer. Oh, let me show you the back first. So this is the back of the blazer. You can see how it looks when it's fitted. The back. The side. Okay, now I'm gonna take it off. So this is the look without the blazer, and super, super sexy. It's definitely very, like, a lot of skin is showing. So definitely not for the shy girls. But I feel like this is more appropriate for brunch. I mean, the first look was very appropriate for brunch too, especially because of the light color, the blush pink color. It's brighter. I feel like that's a color you'd see more in the daytime, but you could totally, to me, I actually saw this look as a nighttime look because of how edgy it is, and also in nighttime. It is the summer currently, but at night it gets cooler, so it's good to have like a jacket to top it off so you won't freeze when you have so much skin showing as this look has. So I feel like this is more, but I just still feel like this is a nighttime look. Like this maxi skirt, something about a maxi column skirt screams more night to me than day. I don't know. And it's just a sexier look, so I feel like this is just better for the night. Personally, I would wear this at night, but you can do what you want. You can wear this for brunch, you can wear this to everything I said before, date night, etc., girls' night out. Yeah, and I just love this set. I love how it's like a satin material. So the satin material is both, the entire skirt is made of this like faux satin material. And then the bralette has a mixture of the satin material and then like a more tulle, like, I would say more tulle silk fabric here at the underbust section. So yeah, super thin spaghetti straps and then 2 hook eye closures to close off the bralette in the back. This set is both in a size 6, so both the top and the bottom are a size 6, US women size 6. But yeah, so that's the look. Also, the skirt has pockets, which is like super awesome, but for a skirt like this that's more fitted and more like slim fit and like tight, you probably wouldn't want to put anything in the pocket beyond like maybe a sheet of paper because everything's just going to show right through. So it's just best to leave it empty. And then for accessories, I have this Florian UK brand. It's a Nigerian-owned brand, and I just love this bag. I'll put the name up. I forget the name of the bag, but it's pretty famous. It's known for being very, very reminiscent of the Bottega Veneta Andiamo clutch. And the owner has this bag in an array of colors and textures. This is in a very like high shine metallic silver, and I'm obsessed. And then shoes, I'm keeping the same shoes that I have on earlier, including the necklace. So that's Parenza Schuler, US size 10, women's. And then this Paula Mendoza Glaucus choker. I think, what is this called? Glaucus tube choker, yeah. Glaucus tube choker by Paula Mendoza. And yeah, that's the full look. Let me know your thoughts. Okay, girlies, so for this next look, it's very edgy, it's very rocker, it's kind of goth, but it's giving fashion and it's giving chic. So let's get right into it. The details are This bustier corset situation here is by Jean-Paul Gaultier. I'm obsessed with Jean-Paul Gaultier, if you haven't realized already. And this is in a size US 6, which is a French 38. And I love it. It's denim, has wonderful construction here where there's like some paneling. I think it's like plastic. So it's somewhat bendable. The thing is with corsets these days, I wish that when they bend, you can get them back into like the perfect flat shape. Because as you move and it folds with your body and like, you know, your stomach, when you eat, when you get up, you sit down, it kind of, you know, it folds, it bends, which is great, but I kind of wish, sometimes it's hard to get it back to that original straight state. So if anyone has any tips on how to get that achieved, let me know, I'd love to know. But yeah, love it. It's dark denim. It has a zipper opening here, but you can also like tighten the corset at the back with the lace-up detail. I haven't done that, but I probably should, because I feel like this could be a little more snug, but I like how it is because it's comfortable and it's breathable and I kind of don't want to suffocate myself. So yeah, so that's the corset. The skirt is, I got it from Wolf & Badger, and the brand's name is Metamorphosa. Yes, Metamorphosa. And I got this in either a medium or a small. I think a small. This is in a small. And I think it runs kind of small, true to size / kind of small. So this fits fine, but it is a little snug, just FYI. But I love this. I saw Monroe Steele, she has the denim one, but I kind of didn't want the denim. I actually wanted like a black, plain black version. So like this, it's like an inverted jacket made into like some sort of like parachute skirt. So it has like really cool volume. And at one point I was actually thinking about giving it away because I feel like it's hard to style, but sometimes it's good to keep things that you like, and even though you can't style it, it doesn't mean that you can't style it eventually. Maybe just right now you don't have the right items to pair it with. So just a little fashion tip there for those who like to purge, and are very strict about like a certain like time frame for wearing things. Sometimes I don't abide by that stuff. I find oftentimes there are things that I'm so glad I didn't get rid of because I waited to find the right pieces to style it with that I didn't currently have when I purchased that item. But if you love it enough, you should definitely hold on to it. That's my tip. And the shoes are these new Margiela shoes. Yes. These shoes are just absolutely stunning. The Margiela and Christian Louboutin collaboration, to be precise. These shoes are one of the few that I've seen people get. Like everyone was obsessed with the tabbies or like the Louboutin take on the tabby. So there's like flat versions of the tabby that are more Louboutin-esque. There's like heeled version of tabbies from this collaboration. Hey girlies, so I'm gonna talk in voiceover for the remainder of this video because my mic started acting up. So just to finish out this look, the shoes are the Christian Louboutin and Maison Martin Margiela. These are called the Martin Lula pumps, and they're in a size US women's 10, which is a EU 41. And I would advise you just stick to your true size for that. And then my choker is by Annalise Michelson. I've worn this many times before on this channel, including during my Paris trip last year. And then my bag is the Ferragamo geometric purse. So yeah, those are the details for this look. For this final look here, I'm wearing a Rick Owens top. I'll put the name up here. I forgot the name of the top, but it's a very famous top. For the jeans, they are COS. These are old. I got these, I would say, earlier this year, and they're in a size, I think like these jeans ran extremely large. I think these are like a size 24, which I literally am never. But they run very large, and I just love the barrel cut. And I just love the exaggerated kind of fit. And sorry, the top, I forgot to mention, is in a size 40, Italian 40, which translates to a US 4, women's sizing. And then keeping the choker the same, of course, the Paula Mendoza choker the same. My bag is by Brandon Blackwood. It is the Kendrick mini trunk. And then my shoes are the same that I've been wearing throughout this entire video, Prenzo Schuler. So I'm talking here about how I love the shape of the cutout detail at the front of the top. It reminds me, very reminiscent of like a lab test tube. And I kind of liked the idea of having the Paula Mendoza choker kind of run down that neck there. I just think it's a cool kind of like transition. It just looks cool. And then, yeah, I love the darting on these jeans. It just adds more like geometric shape to this look. And I'm also talking about how this is probably more of an appropriate look for the cooler months. So maybe like September, fall, October. Definitely not now. It's a lot to wear, very much overkill to wear a long sleeve top and jeans. Like, it's just a lot. And then for places to wear this to, I would wear this to, I would say like a casual day event, hanging out with the girls for brunch, I guess a casual date, coffee date, maybe, okay, actually no. Maybe with someone not a first date, because the top is a little bit giving a little bit too much, too early, too soon. I would also wear this to like a visit at the museum. Clearly these are things I like doing, and I always say the same like handful of events, but honestly this can go anywhere that's just pretty casual. You can wear this to a sporting event if you swap the shoes for some more casual, comfortable sneakers. All right, girlies, so that's it. Those are all the details behind all 5 looks in this video. Let me know which look is your favorite, and if you're interested in buying any of the pieces that I've showcased here. A couple of pieces should still be available because this is pretty much a new in haul. But yeah, I'm curious to know your thoughts. So thank you so much for tuning in as always. Please stay safe, stay blessed, stay respectful, and I'll see you girlies in the next video. Bye.